EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Patriots hit 6-5 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Flush to his right. He's got this complete to Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stewart up the middle. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On play action, here's Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now Jones escaping the pressure right. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Throwing Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer. Slam. Watch safety 3. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Pierre Strong, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Let's go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got you.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
After the sack, you could understand it maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this time he is in. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try now for Santoso. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Porter. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Porter escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Santoso now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Drive will start with Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 38, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Porter flushed out right. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
To try again after the sack. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Up and good for Santoso, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions, so you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Porter. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Porter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores,
That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another run now for Nwangu. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
35 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Gets by him at the 25. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike, 55, right there in the middle.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.